is there anything else I can do? Are there any other scenes where people are asleep? I don't think so. All right, let's go back to the calling. By far, the most confusing and my least favorite memory, but we'll work through it. The Russians are already dead. That's not entirely true, but we'll just do the calling now. So that's on the top boat, top part of the boat here. And we want to check out, starting from this corpse, what the scene was like. Okay, we already know. Nicholas and Beth were here. Okay, let's do these guys. Step back through this death when the game feels like letting me. Come on. Oh, I have to go back to this corpse. Okay. So this should be part 5 or part 4. That's fine. Either one of them will work. Because I already did part 5. Are you there, Miss Lynn? Yeah. Okay, so I was in part 5. Now I'm in part 4. So I have it. Hold on. So this guy says, I have it, hold on. He's calling out to her. She's already dead. And Nichols jumps from this boat onto that boat. When he grabs the treasure, all the sirens explode. And I need to go back to Samuel Galligan and his corpse. Or this is Samuel Galligan's corpse. Okay, let's be very, very careful while we think through this one. Because a lot happens in this chapter.
You still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Okay. So we have already figured out who this guy is. No, we haven't. So this guy is... Okay, so he's talking to O'Hagan, who we have over here as Patrick O'Hagan. And he has a... I gave him a Welsh accent. He could be... He could be English, but I find that hard to believe. And we know he was pulled overboard by one of the sirens. She's grabbing him. We can assume that he drowned. We can otherwise... Maybe he didn't drown. Maybe we can just say he fell overboard. But... Other hints. Okay, so this guy was next to like a little purse thing. Who's this guy? Patrick O'Hagan. He's already I've identified him as and how he died. This guy's unknown. We know that he died from getting speared. So he was... has anyone been axed at all in the entire game? I think not. Well, anyway, he was speared by a beast. Let's see if I can figure out his identity. So let's look at O'Hagan's death now. Okay, whoever was speared must have been speaking in Russian.
Keep rowing! Where is it? Where? Something there! I see it! Give us a weapon! Shoot it! Mike and I! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Okay, this guy's one of the Russians. This guy's already dead, so he is not Russian. He is a topman, though. And he must be Li Hong. Wait, I think so. I think that this guy is Li Hong just because let me think through this real quick. If we go to the crew, I think that he is Li Hong purely because he is the only top man that I don't have identified, and I believe that he's a top man because he is hanging off the mast. So it must be the case that this is Li Hong. Now, this guy I have as drowned by a beast. This guy I have as spiked. He was speared, but that's close enough. This guy has a pipe. God damn, he's cool. He's got mutton chops and a pike, and a pipe. I say he fell overboard. That's probably not true. I think he was drowned by a beast. And I just don't know very much else about him. Alright, so this guy says, Mother of God. So this guy's definitely one of the Russians. I just don't know which one. Leonid. Okay. Let's look at this guy's death now. Li Hong, course due east. Miss Lim, are you alright? Says enough falls in the ocean. If the monsters come, you must stay down. I shut it up. Say strange things about monsters. We'll reach the Canaries. I, sir, checked and loaded them myself. Good, stay quiet and alert if the winds pick up. Got no chance against the Obra Dinn. You packed enough stores.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the
He's rowing and smoking and talking at the same time.
Aye, shut it up. This is strange things about monsters.
I think this is Lee. That accent was a little bit hard for me to place. And he says I shut it up because he's trying to tell them to, like, just stop talking. Alright. I'm getting so close. There's very, very few people left to identify. I mean, let's look at the manifest. I mean, we still don't have Martin, but we have Philippe Dahl. We don't know his death yet, because he was taken to the lazaret. I assume in the bargain we'll figure out what that means exactly. We have Li Hong. We know how he died. He was speared. I am... Okay, George Shirley and Alexander Booth. So this is not John Naples. I mean, I only said that this was John Naples because he has a very thick accent that I can't quite place that sounds not quite Scottish. And he was pulled off this boat. So things I guess I can keep in mind is that John Naples has like a little bag associated with him. Or this guy has a little bag associated with him. I don't know what memories he was in that weren't that one. Okay, I guess I can go and figure this out. Just go back to the very, very beginning. And... oh yeah, there's actually a couple people that I can potentially see together and see how they all knew each other. That might be useful information. But yeah, I don't really have enough information to learn anything new in this scene. I did get Lee Hong, and I feel very, very confident about that. But, I didn't get anybody else. I hate the calling. That is such an annoying chapter. Because you have to play through it backwards every single time. You have no control over the actual direction that you see the events play out in on that chapter. Sucks. Okay, let's go to the cargo hold, though, and let's figure out those memories. So this is also... okay, so this is where the Peters guy died. This is cargo part 1. Okay, so he was watching. This guy was loading up barrels. The rope broke. This guy was watching Linda try and load the stuff down, and the rope broke, and then Hamadou. I swear to God, this is Hamadou. He saw this happen. He saw that happen. Okay, and then that was... so Naples is over here. Or this isn't Naples. This could be anybody. But he was here. And if I go watch the scene from the perspective of the barrel, then I don't think anything really changes in practice. Like, if I remember correctly, the barrel is just there to be kind of like a humorous thing, because it's a dead body that you have absolutely no ability to identify and never will be able to identify because they were a stowaway. But, I mean, hey, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they were listed on the manifest somehow. Doop. Hoist away, lower away. Yeah, I don't see anything different in practice about this. It happened very, very slightly later, it looks, but that's, you know, not a difference that is meaningful. Okay, so that didn't tell me a whole lot of information. Let's go to more memories of that one dude. Okay. Show memories on deck map. So we saw him in cargo hold part 1 and 2. And then we saw him in a bitter cold where he was hanging out with the Russian guys. We then saw him in murder part 2 and 3. That's more useful. Let's go to murder and see what I can find. Okay, so in murder 2, he was just in the firing squad. We're not going to get any good information out of that. But in murder 3, we might be able to glean a little bit more details off of that. Let's see what I can find. Murder has a lot of useful information in it. And I would not be surprised if there was, yet more uncovered secrets. Okay, up I go. Yeah, murder was over here by the boats again. We had, it's easiest for me to find this. I think part 3 is, this one where the guy's getting tossed overboard, right? Because this is the one where, Emily, what's her name, shot him. Oh, this is escape, not murder. Crap. Murder part 3 was the leg? How do I leave this memory? There we are. Yeah, murder part 3 was the leg. Because it showed me location of boom. Let's just double check this. This is the guy I'm trying to figure out. We're looking for his presence in murder part 3, which is the leg. Yep. That is extremely strange. I even have to wonder, in murder part 3, how is it like a leg? I don't know how it's based off of a foot. Like, I don't know, I guess his leg got, okay, his foot got caught on the rope. That's what it is.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew.
Where? Okay, is this the guy that I think is Naples? No. This is the guy that was helping them get loaded onto the boat. That's Lee Hong. The guy that I think is Naples is this guy. Nope, that's Patrick. The guy who I think is Naples is where? He's in this scene. That's Linda. That's Hulk Sing Lao. Where is Naples? That's the steward. Galligan. That's the top man. That's the Russian guy that I haven't identified. Oh, there he is. And he's got his bag with him. So I think the game is very much hinting at me that I need to find a dude with a bag. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna piece that together, but this guy is apparently inseparable from his bag. What other memories do I have of this guy? Do I have one where he's just like chilling out and his bag is somewhere? John Naples was drowned by a terrible beast. Show memories on the deck. There's the one where he was playing cards, right? Yeah, in a bitter cold, he was playing cards with the 2 Russian guys. If I go back to that memory and I see his bag hanging off of like a hammock or something, then I'll be able to put a name to a number and then figure it out that way. The game wouldn't be hinting that hard at this guy's bag if it didn't mean something, right? So we need to go down to this corpse, get to the scene where the people are playing the game together. 47. Okay, the identity of this guy is Alexei. Alexei has an accent that I very much thought was Welsh. Okay. So this is Alexei. And this guy is Leonid, which means that this guy is Alarcus, or Alarcus. Alright, Li Hong, we got him. We got Alexei. And we got Nikishin. Keith said it got harder as he got to the end of the game. I don't think that's true. It definitely, by the end of it, it's about a lot of lateral thinking, which I'm apparently pretty decent at. Philippe Dahl is one person I can't figure out. John, okay, so we're down to the last 3 C people. Because I won't know about Philippe Dahl, and I won't know about Martin, I think, until I get to the bargain chapter. So, having done this... Okay, so we're looking for 50... Let me just jot these numbers down. We're looking for 50, 57, and 59. Let's start scanning for clues about them. So we have 37. We have 2 things that we can't identify. Okay. And this is where the Formosans were. 56, 55, 57. So, 57, he hung out over this cannon. 58 has been identified. So 57 was over this cannon, which leads me to believe that 57 worked the cannon that Christian Wolf died against. So my suspicion is that Alexander Booth is the name of the guy who in The Doom died alongside Christian Wolf. What did I say? What number did I say again? 57. That's what I'm going to go with. So we'll say that this was Alexander Booth. I don't know about 59 yet, but we'll see. Okay. And now I need to suss out information about the other. Well, the cool thing is if I just go to the sketch now, I should be able to just see who I have left. So it's this guy. Oh yeah. And I don't actually have the cause of death correct for Hamadou. I don't know how it could possibly be. Maybe I just need to look a lot closer at the corpses. Maybe that's the case. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this, let me just take another note that I need to figure out. Hamadou. And how he died. Everyone else looks like I've got that figured out. So I need to see what memories I have of this guy. He perished in Unholy Captives, Part 1. So he's the guy that said, if we go to Unholy Captives, Part 1, he was the guy that was asked to shut up the other, the captive. This is calling... Okay, Unholy Captives. Oh, I never actually looked too closely at the Unholy Captives chapters, honestly. So this is your fault. Shell must be protected. We will all die. This was the guy that was holding the Formosan guard in place so that he wouldn't scramble while they were attempting to interrogate him. What do you know about these things? What your chest, you're dead bad. What are these monsters? Where are they from? You must tell us everything. This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. He talk about a shell very dangerous. Shell what shell? Okay, so I'm not really going to glean any information about this guy from that scene. For now. I'll have to think through it a little bit more, but I might be able to figure something out. So, instead, we have Philippe Dahl, which we won't be able to figure out. Ah, ha ha ha. So this is the other guy. This must be one of 50, 57, and 54.